Hello and welcome to episode 2 million of
Wow.
the Bad Psychics podcast. Uh, this is, it's the first time I've done this for a little while. There's been nothing for me personally to talk about, and so naturally I have come back when everything is broken and it's too hot and I've just taken a shitload of painkillers, so might be stoned by the end of the episode. We are here to discuss Survivor 50. It finished last week, and we are going to break down our predictions and see how we got on. I will say that there's Um, there's a lot to discuss, really. But first of all, as always, I am joined by a couple of idiots. First of all, I predict that even with the help of the Survivor medical team, she would have drowned at sea with her cramp. It's Cass. How are you, Cass?
I mean, I'm good. Although I will say, when it comes to cramps, first of all, I'm a woman, so like cramps of any kind, I can power through. But second of all, I probably would have drowned, but that's because of my terror of the ocean, not the cramps.
Fair. An important distinction. And second of all, I predict that the season went downhill for her fast when there was no more Zach Brown. It's Eloise.
Oh goodness.
I thoroughly hated that episode, and you heard every single second of my just hatred for that
Yes.
whole thing.
I watched the entire season with Eloise, and
Yes.
I'm trying to decide whether you were more vocal about hating Zach Brown's appearance or Jeff rapping.
I both sucked, but
Yeah.
probably Zach Brown, because
Yeah.
he didn't spearfish that fish. He got help. there was multiple wires.
I'm not having this argument with you again. The one decent part is that I actually believe he did the spearfish.
I mean, you can see multiple different lines. All I'm gonna say.
Ah. But yeah, I mean, before we get into our specific predictions, Cass, how did you enjoy season 50 as a whole?
As a whole, kind of mixed. There were pieces of it that I really loved. There were parts of it that were really fun. Like there were a few people on this season that like were iconic in their own right. And there were people that like there was somebody like Ozzy. I don't normally like Ozzy. Ozzy grew on me this season, which I did not see that coming. Um and then of course there's a Suri who is reliably likable and reliably good. Like it was a good season overall. I would say I still think that the way it was produced did not do the players any good. Like the way Christian went out, I think was really unfair. I think there were a lot of things that like there were a lot of little things. It was just overproduced. Like it was over. There were a few things that were overdone, and I think it didn't need the gimmicks that it had. Like it really didn't with the cast like the one they had. You didn't need those gimmicks. And the gimmicks really distracted from the gameplay, in my opinion. So, but it was good. Like it was still good. We had a solid winner, in my opinion. Like, and I don't just say that because my winner pick won. So,
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Oh,
Z
I
is
didn't see
better.
that.
uh,
Yeah.
uh, Eloise, if you can stop fretting about how casted for a minute. How did you find the season as a whole?
I enjoyed it. Obviously, I mean, Cass touched up on most of the issues there. I didn't like some of the twists. I very much didn't like Blood Moon. I really didn't like the pairing up. That's probably my least favorite. Was the pairing up one. I just feel like they tried to shove such a big cast into such a small amount of time,
Yeah.
and they really should have had a few more days just to let the season breathe a bit more, rather than just when we were getting up to the end, it's just twist, 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 twist. You know, multiple people go, multiple people go, and then suddenly, oh, we're at the final 7, at the final 5. Just suddenly, it felt very weird.
Yeah.
It it was just unnecessary, and it just kind of
Yeah.
took away from some people's games, because also we didn't see all the ins and outs, so because it was just so many people, so it was just there were a couple of issues, but generally with some of the characters in there, it was a
There's
lot
some
of
iconic moments.
yeah, it was a lot of fun at times. I very much
Yeah.
didn't enjoy my favorites going out one after another, and like the once we got to the merge, then suddenly it was just killing all the ones I really liked. But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, I didn't have an issue with most of the twists. I thought the way Christian went, as Cass touched upon, I don't think that was Survivor.
yeah,
I think
Oh.
I even would have probably been okay with it if he'd have been allowed to lie about it, because I
Yeah.
think being able to deceive about it would then take it back to being closer to Survivor. Most of the twists, though, like, I liked the paired twist. I didn't mind the Blood Moon. I think the issue for me was less about their existence. It was more about the fact we had all of them, and it was just one after the next, after the next. Like, if any of them turn up individually in a future season, maybe with the exception of Blood Moon, I think Blood Moon worked for this because it was such a big cast. I don't think I'd want to lose that many people that quickly in a regular newbie season. But for a returnee season, maybe. But everything else, I was like, individually, I kind of thought worked. But, you know, I think I've told anyone who's asked, for me it's a 7 out of 10 season. Like, it's good, but it's not
Yeah.
it's not like one that I'll be clamoring for a rewatch of. It was just good.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's switch into predictions mode as we switch to our spreadsheet in a whole. So we did things a little bit differently this time. We divided people up into different categories, and we put them accordingly. We didn't know how big the jury was or wasn't going to be. So just to be clear on scoring, I have specifically scored according to where we put them. Like, I've not, you know, like, if you put them in Make the Jury and they did better, no points for you. If you put them in like the pre-jurors, but like you'd sort of had alluded to the fact that maybe they'd have done better if there were more jurors. I don't care. I've done it strictly according to how we put them. So I mean, I think this is going to be tricky to go through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read each person's list of pre-jurors to start with, and allow each of you to touch on one or two that you'd just like to talk about, either because they did so much better than you thought, or because you want to like gloat that you were right. However you want to do it, just going to read your list. Give me a couple that you want to talk about. I'm going to start with Eloise, as Cass seems to be doing something for a small person. Eloise, you said Angelina,
Go.
Aubrey, Sari, Chrissy, Jenna, Joe, Jonathan, Camilla, Ozzy, Q, Devons, Savannah, and Stephanie would all be pre-jurors. Who do you want to talk about?
That is the most awful list I've heard of. What was I thinking? Why? I mean, I've got the winner in there.
You do.
I have someone who came third, which is Captain America,
You got second as well.
and I got second as well. I've got literally the top three. I've got I
Yeah.
mean, the other one in there. So I think the two I'll touch upon, apart from because we're talking enough about the winners. I don't know why I had Sari there. Sari obviously did incredible. Why did I think Sari was going to go out early? Sari is very good at surviving. Every season she's in, apart from I think that was one she went out early. Like she survives. So that was stupid. And also Rick Devons. I don't know why, because I don't think I knew about Devons, so I just put Devons pre-jurors. Devons was incredible. Very much enjoyed Devons, and yeah, this is bad. I will stop talking because I'm just really annoyed how bad this is.
Okay, fair enough. Cass, your pre-juror list was Colby, Sari, Ozzy, Coach, Devons, Q, D, Emily, Charlie, Genevieve, Kyle, Rizzo, and Savannah. Any of those you'd like to touch upon?
I think I did okay. Like I feel like about half of them I was right on and half of them I wasn't. So I'll take that as a win. Because like it could have been a lot worse. But I mean, I think my biggest regret is underestimating the legends that are Suri and Ozzy. Like I think I underestimated them. Um, I'll look at that later. Um, I think that's my biggest blunder was underestimating them. Everybody else, I can understand why I might have thought that they like if even if I was wrong, I can kind of understand why would have put them there. But I think Suri and Ozzy for me are the two standouts where there's a reason that they've been back as many times as they have. And it's because they are legendary and they are good at, like Eloise said, surviving. Like that's they are good at that. So yeah, I wish I hadn't underestimated them.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, all three of us said Sari would be pre-jury, and I kind of think that's because if they if if they'd had their brains screwed on, she would have been. Like, it just the amount
Yeah.
that they went like against common sense, it was extraordinary. But you know,
Yeah.
my list of pre-jurors was Rizzo, Q, Kyle, Genevieve, D, Tiffany, Coach, Chrissy, Camilla, Savannah, Devons, Sari, and Stephanie. I mean, I'll highlight one I got right and one I got wrong. I think I'm so glad I got Rizzo wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I love Rizzo. I I love Rizzo as a personality, but also if there was any doubt about his ability to play the game after last season, there should be none now. There should be absolute none. Absolutely none. He played basically the same game and got the same out. He's only been beaten by his refusal to do any prep work whatsoever. Like, he can't do a puzzle. He can't practice any of the games that you can purchase mini versions of to practice. You can't. It can't make fire. But he plays the perfect game to come forth over and over and over.
Every every challenge he does, me and Z were just like, he's just so bad. He's not even trying. He's always out first or second or just half-assing it. It's really frustrating.
Go get him.
We would get yes, Eloise and I would get excited if Rizzo wasn't last in a comp. Like it would literally be like, Rizzo's 9th. He's 9th. It's amazing.
He actually did okay in a couple, and then no.
Yeah, he did pretty well at Simotion. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But you know,
I mean,
and then
he should have bought his own Simotion off of Etsy.
Yeah, he should have. He should have. And then one I got fully wrong. Oh no, Rizzo was one I got fully wrong. Sorry, one that I got right rather. I was shocked by how many people seemed to think that Genevieve could make a long run in the game. And I don't just mean, like, of us three. I mean, in general, a lot of people were talking about Genevieve as a potential winner. And I'm like, have you read the interviews with the cast? Basically, every single one of them doesn't trust Genevieve because she's sneaky. Like, she would have either gone early, or she'd have pulled a Sari and somehow managed to survive, and then been sniped late because she'd been allowed to... She was never winning. Ever. So, absolute lunacy. But yeah. Anyway, let's talk about what that means for scoring so far. It's not going to make much sense yet, because you're just going to see a load of numbers with that sort of floating in the air. However, in terms of how many of them we got, I got 5 of the pre-jurors right.
We all did.
Cass got 5 of the pre-jurors right.
We all did.
And Eloise got 5 of the pre-jurors right. So, 3 points for each of the pre-jurors. So, but, you know, the bigger scores come with making correct predictions further up. And, you know, Cass may have jumped the gun earlier with part of that information, but we'll see. Next, we come to our jurors. So this was just people who would make the jury, but they wouldn't make the final episode. So specifically, that has to be the role they fit. If they made it further, if they were sitting at the end, you don't get points for them. So start with Eloise's jurors. You said Colby, Coach, Charlie, D, Genevieve, and Rizzo. I mean, Rizzo, you don't get points for, but you were right that he would make the jury. But you get points for D and for Coach. I mean, we know how much you love Coach, so do you want to talk about Coach?
Yeah. Coach is incredible. Oh, I'm just really annoyed at how bad this is. All right. Anyway, something competitive. Coach was great. I enjoyed Coach. I'd get Gideon excited every time we were about to see the intro because we got to see Coach Tai Chi in the very cool aesthetic rock shot, and then when he did it and they did their cinematic cameras, loved it. He almost died. That was great.
He almost died, That was
He-
great.
he was having so much fun. One of my favorite episodes was his boot episode because he was trying to be quiet and he was having so much fun with being quiet and just singing to himself in his little hammock, being a little just idiot. And I very much enjoyed Coach being a little idiot. And then when his first episode, you just saw him on the jury. He did a little spin to show off his outfit, and that was incredible too. I just, everything Coach does, I ate it up this season. I very much am a sucker for Coach Wade. Yeah, I got D right. That's neat. I want to see Genevieve go far. But you very much explained why Genevieve wouldn't have done well. It didn't help that Aubrey had her as enemy number one. And
Yeah.
I think if Aubrey wasn't so hard on her, or even like tried to work with her, I think she would have gone further. But no, she had her sussed out and wanted her gone. I'm annoyed I got Rizzo jury, but not final episode, because technically you can see the jury on the final episode.
Look, all of us have at least one person we lost through that
Yeah.
rule. So
But I need points
look,
because I did awful the rest of like I'm not. I don't. I think
right.
Yeah.
I will say now, just to make you feel better. I've obviously scored this up and know the results. Nobody did badly. The
Great. I'm coming third then. Great. All right. That's wonderful.
Right. Cass, your jurors were Tiffany, Camilla, Angelina, Mike, Chrissy, and Jonathan. In a similar way to Rizzo for Eloise, you don't get points for Tiffany or Jonathan because they made it further.
They won't. Yep.
Chrissy is the one that you're going to get points for here. Any of those you want to talk about, and why can I almost guarantee that it's going to be Mike White?
Oh, I mean, Mike White, I love him, but honestly, it wasn't a huge shock to see him go out when he did. And it was a very smart play, because Mike White is amazing and I adore him, but he's a huge threat and he should be viewed as such. So, also I loved seeing Tiffany do better too, because like she had kind of a quiet run, but you got to see a lot of, well, okay, towards the start she did.
I mean,
Towards the,
quiet's an
yeah,
understatement.
She got a quiet
yeah,
edit. I don't know that she had a
yeah,
quiet run.
yeah. And that's, but I think we got to see pieces of her personality, and I do think that she was fun to watch. So I'm glad I was wrong about her. I'm glad she made the final episode. I wish I'd been right about Jonathan, because especially after the exit press, I am not a fan of his. But we'll get into that later. So anyway, yeah. So I mean, and then Chrissy is like, I mean, from what I understand, she's MAGA mommy. So like, I'm glad that she didn't make the finale. Wish she'd gone out a little bit earlier personally, but you know, that's beside the point.
Chrissy was just kind of there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really feel like she impacted my viewing experience in any
No.
real way, positive or negative. She just sort of existed. And there's very few people on this cast that I can say that about. I think everybody had at least like a one episode arc of being interesting. Yeah. I do not remember anything with Chrissy, but
wasn't there the one confessional she had where it was like she was just she said to everyone, it's okay if you wrote me off, you know, said her goodbyes and stuff, but then she turned and said, but I'm not going home, or something like that, which was incredible. And then I think that was Blood Moon, I think
possibly
there was something like that, with I think that's the only moment I remember of Chrissy. The rest, she just was part of the MAGA Viva alliance.
Yeah, I will say that like I've seen so many tweets about Chrissy from the finale and the intense love she had for Jonathan. And
Yeah.
I'm like, and that's like understating the tweets that I saw, like the posts I saw. So, she apparently was memorable in the last episode. So,
That's fair. Uh, do I need to tell Kelby to be quiet as well now?
Yeah.
What is it?
that is always a good option when it comes to that, when it comes to my handsome man. So, always a good option.
Right. My jurors were Aubrey, Colby, Joe, Ozzy, Christian, and Emily. I mean, 5 of those 6 did make the jury. Unfortunately, I don't get any points for Aubrey or Joe, but I will get points for Ozzy, Christian, and Emily. So I mean, I think for me, Christian was just a I mean, like he deserved better than the way he went, and he him and Devon's together just might be one of my favorite alliances ever. Just so much hilarity, but like not just you get some duos that you love because they're stupid but they last. They were playing a really good game, just
Yeah,
also being chaotic.
and hilarious. Yeah.
Hello, Oppa. Um,
Oh,
um, but in point scoring terms, let me
no. Oh.
let me reveal those and try and not fuck it up this time. Yeah, I get 3 bunches of 6. Eloise gets 2 bunches of 6. Cass gets 1 bunch of 6. 1 bunch of 6? Just I'm not even sure that that's
What we could just say 1-6.
yes, 1 6. But right now let's go to to the rest here. So first of all, make the final episode. I said Charlie and Jonathan. Charlie ended up being a terrible shout because
Yeah.
he turned Rizzo into his white whale and it backfired spectacularly.
Oh my god.
Jonathan, I think, was a good shout. That was the other way. Like I should have had him a bit higher. Cass, you went for first boot Jenna and Christian. You are saved from mockery about putting the first boot in the final episode by well, what happened with
Yeah.
Eloise and
Yes.
his winners.
Yes.
I mean, I feel better about mine than
I mean-
you would feel about yours.
Oh,
He does. Yeah.
absolutely, but Eloise, you went for Tiff and Christian, so you have a 50% like success rate on the 2 make the final episode spots, and Christian might have made the final episode if Jimmy Fallon didn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked enough about Christian, but Christian was my favorite. Like, if we're talking about favorite person this season, Christian. Second
Same.
was Devon's, I'd say,
Same.
and then who was my? Oh, wait, the coach. and then it would be Tari probably or Aubrey, but yeah, Christian deserves so much better. That episode was heartbreaking for me because it was so focused on Christian, and it was just his downward spiral, and it was just all going wrong. Bless him. He was so good. He was so robbed. But yeah, Tiffany did great. We didn't see half her conversations or half of what she did, but she did great.
So,
Sorry, I'm just getting text messages from X right now, and I'm dying. Anyways, I have a story for you for later because
okay, fine.
he did something very embarrassing earlier this week, and then he repeated a mistake
Oh dear.
today.
Uh,
Yeah.
good, fine. Hi X, if you're listening. Um, yeah. No, Eloise will confirm that this happened. So both of us, and I think Katz as well, all three of us were very, very mad about mad with Jimmy Fallon after that episode.
Yeah.
Except he then invaded one of my safe spaces. I was watching SNL UK that weekend. He turned up on SNL UK. I hadn't forgiven him yet. I still haven't forgiven him. And he turns up in my safe space. You've got your own SNL in America. Stay there. Go away. I don't want you here. You're not
Oh
welcome.
my gosh.
Fuming.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I've now got an SNL UK sketch in my head.
Oh, okay.
It's the really annoying what kind of Irish is your
What kind of Irish is your granddad? Yeah.
and it's in my head now.
How can you call that annoying? It's hilarious.
Oh.
But anyway.
Oh.
Right. Then we come to our finalists and winners. I'll do the scoring for the final episode all in one go in a minute. So I kind of got it really super horribly wrong. Like, I'm not sure I could have got it much more wrong. I like Angelina. I'm not even 100% sure if she made the swap. Mike, we've discussed, didn't do especially well, and my winner pick was the first boot. So overall, gone pretty horrifically for me. Eloise didn't go much better for you because you also went for Mike White. You went for Emily, who did at least make the jury. So well done. And then you went for Captain Medivac as your winner pick, which meant that both our winner picks went out in episode 1.
They sure did. That was so upsetting.
That
when he got
one
injured,
was so bad.
oh, I'm just reliving the trauma from episode 1 now. Yeah, that injury sucked. I was upset because I not even for the points, which Zeke can attest. I was concerned about the points immediately when he got injured. That's literally my first thought. But I also just wanted him to see him play the game because I think he would have done very well.
He was, yeah.
Oh, he needs to come back. He should come back.
I reckon he'll come back at some point.
Also, I looked it up. Angelina did survive a switch.
Okay.
She survived the two because the switch happened and it was Q, Mike White, and then she was in the double tribal council that happened before the merge when it was her and Charlie went on the two different tribes.
Gotcha.
So she survived.
Okay.
She survived two tribals in the switch, but was just pre-merge.
Got it. But yeah, then Cass, unfortunately, we actually for once have to give you some credit.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you said Stephanie would be a losing finalist. She wasn't, but she did pretty well. You had Joe as a losing finalist. He was. And you had Aubrey as the winner. And she was. So, was this dumb luck, or did you find
I
out?
did research. I did research, and I actually did research for once, and I saw that there were a lot of people that were saying that there was a good chance that it would be Aubrey, and so yeah, I trusted my gut and went with what I was seeing, and yay.
Yeah, I can't believe Eloise and I got out researched by Cass. This might be a new
I know.
low point for us.
I think it is a new low point. You
Look.
should be ashamed of this.
The problem is now, right? Because obviously I've seen a lot of talk about how the betting odds and stuff potentially spoiled the season. I'm like, I want to win the next episode we do for like Survivor 51. Equally, I don't know if I want to win it so much that I'm prepared to spoil it for myself. Like this might be how Cass beats us in future, is just by her ability to not care about spoilers.
Yeah. I think the betting odds got bad when we got closer to the end because they people got the inside stuff, but I don't think they knew before the season at least. So
Okay.
there's no
No,
advantage for us there.
and the stuff I was seeing did not have it as like a sure thing. They had it as like they just felt like there were just a lot of like opinions and like things like that. So
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think I
there's
saw
nothing
similar
definite.
things. I just got biased.
Okay. Fair enough. I wasn't biased. I just picked what I thought was going to happen and was incredibly wrong. But in terms of what that means points-wise from the top 5, I mean, yeah, we're Louise and I losing some ground here. Me especially, I don't get any points for the top 5 whatsoever. Eloise gets 9 points for having Tiff in the right spot. Cass gets 30 for having one of the losing finalists and the winner. So this is going to be a big early lead for Cass. So if I reveal the totals for this page, I'm last at the moment on 33. Eloise has 36. Cass is in the lead at the moment with 51. So, you know, Cass making.
That's 15.
You've got 15 points to play with. As we go into sheet 2, the miscellaneous always tends to be chaos. So first off, we went for first boots. I said Rizzo, which I don't feel like it was two pronged, me going for Rizzo. One, I was trying to make sure it didn't happen, because I love Rizzo. But secondly, I do think it was a reasonable prediction. He was very much getting targeted early on and managed to fight his way out of it. So wrong, but I'm okay with it. Cass, you said coach.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I think where I was trying to will something to not happen, you were trying to will something to happen.
Yeah, we had different approaches on that.
Yeah.
I love that Eloise is just mean mugging right now.
Yeah.
I'm glad it didn't happen. That would have been a bad
I
season.
am glad it didn't happen. We would have missed out on Coach almost dying in the ocean from a leg cramp.
Uh, I might make leg cramp the episode title just to like take it full circle on the coach related episode titles.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Um, Eloise, you were the only person to go for a pre-juror as your first boot. Still don't get any points for it, but you said Camilla. How did you feel? How did you feel about that?
Eh, I mean, technically, even though it was a very big merge, she also made the merge. But so still not a great pick. But yeah, Camilla did. I don't know why I put. I don't know why I did most of these picks. But yes, I feel like Camilla did better than I was probably expecting.
Yeah.
That's
Because
fair.
I think people. I assumed people would think that she was sneaky and would be a problem, but they just kind of left her until the stupid blood moon.
That is
Yeah.
fair. Next we come to Rice. I mean, it's not going to really change how the scoring's going. All of us said they wouldn't give them Rice. I think the thing I'm most surprised about is how close it was. Like I'm gonna get this up so that I can quote it exactly now. But it was one of the closer votes. Yeah, 60% said to give them Rice, 40% said to give them Rice. I thought that was going to be like a 90-10 or something.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, they very much ate a lot of rice. Too much maybe for a Survivor season.
Um, and then another thing that doesn't change really on the back of our predictions, we all said that the final four comp would be Samotion. I mean, yeah, I'll let you discuss Samotion, Eloise, because I know you're a fan.
Yeah, I like Samotion a lot, and it was very fun. It was very fun being able to watch it again. And yeah, it's just know you can get one on Etsy, and it will save you if you know that it's going to be on your season, because that's very much what Aubrey did.
Yeah, I might get you an Etsy Samotion for Christmas.
That would be a very thoughtful gift. I don't know where where I'd put it, but that would be very thoughtful.
I don't think they're very big. I think they're like in
Are they?
miniature, but I could be
Oh, are
wrong.
they?
I'll have a look into it.
I'm looking now. Okay, they are miniature.
I mean, you might be
Okay.
able to buy a big one. I don't like. It depends which Etsy seller, really. But yeah. So like those, I grouped those three together, because in scoring terms, it changes absolutely fuck all about the episode. None of us get any points for first boot. All of us get 3 points for Rice. All of us get 5 points for Samotion. This is where it starts getting interesting. We have fire making. I said no. Cass said no. Eloise said yes. I mean, I'll let Cass talk about her own thoughts on it for a minute, because I don't know that I ever really discussed my logic. I think my logic was flawed, but it did exist, which was that I thought that the people who would vote on the poll would be like the big fans of Survivor. I think the average like mega fan, like the augurs and the like content creators and the sort of people who like are tweeting about it all the time, I think generally they don't like fire making. I would say more often than not. I think unfortunately there were just a lot more casuals voting than I anticipated.
Yeah.
So that's I got it wrong. But Cass, was your logic similar?
Yeah, like I personally felt like most people would say, like, on a season this big, like leaving it to fire making just doesn't feel like great. So that was kind of my logic there. And I thought more people would feel the same way. But like you said, I think a lot more casual viewers were voting and don't really think it out the way
Yeah,
that a lot of people that are bigger fans do. So,
yeah. I mean, on that particular choice, where is it? That was also a 60-40 split. Um, Again, one of the closer ones. The absolute closest one, by the way, which we didn't touch on because it wasn't a prediction. Tribe Supplies, which I also thought was like, I'm sure they're going to say earn them. They did say earn them, but it was 53% to 47%. Like, so, you know, I don't, I don't know
wow.
exactly the mindset of the average person watching the show. They like most of the outcomes were what I thought they would be. It's the percentages that are really weird to me, but never mind.
Yeah.
And then Eloise, you said there would be fire making. Was there any particular logic or just
If I recall, I think I wasn't aware that people didn't like the fire making as much. I wasn't a huge fan, but I didn't know other people didn't. So I assumed just because Modern Survivor they do it, people would vote for it because that's what most people would know.
They're familiar
That
with.
was my assumption, and I think I was right. Well, I was right, obviously.
You were right. Yeah.
very fair?
I think I was right.
Yes.
I feel like
Eloise
PvP might be a
predicting whether or
problem.
not she was right on an outcome we actually know the answer to.
I don't blame myself at this point.
um, right. But I mean, whether she deserves them after that, I don't know. But she gets 3
Don't
points.
take my points away, please. Not my points. No.
Oh, okay. Maybe not my points becomes the episode title.
Not my voice.
Not the points. Oh. Next we go to Beast's briefcase. We knew that Mr. Beast was bringing a briefcase. We had to predict what was in it. Eloise, you said there would be Feastables in his briefcase. How are you feeling about that now?
There was his logo, and that's on Feastable. So I was wrong, but that's what it should have been. There should have been whatever it was, which I'll let you say, and then there should have been some Feastables around it. I feel somewhat justified because in a social media clip that they did for Mr. Beast with Jeff, he got Mr. Beast to try the auction stuff, which I thought was a bit weird. But yeah, so he was giving Mr. Beast some of the stuff they would have given to the survivors, and the last one was a bowl of peanut butter and chocolate, and Mr. Beast said that he doesn't want it because it's not Feastables. So with that,
There was a reference.
Jeff then proceeded to throw the plate on the floor because it didn't have Feastables, and he shouted at his crew behind the camera.
I'm
So...
fascinated by how in depth you went on behind the scenes stuff that you know about Jeff throwing a plate.
It popped off my TikTok, and I kind of just watched it, skipped to the end, saw that, and it was like, okay, great. Jeff just chilled out for Mr. Beast's Feastables.
Yeah, good.
I might need to find the clip because it was kind of funny, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cass, you went with a hint for finding an idol. I mean, arguably, if you'd said an idol, I'd have considered giving you some points, because Devon's did
Yeah.
end up with an idol, but there was no hint in there.
No.
Right. Now, I discussed this with Eloise at the time because I knew that she would fight me harder on this if anyone was going to than Cass would. However, Eloise, to her credit, as competitive as she is, she actually accepted the ruling that I thought. I said automatic elimination. There was a 50% chance of automatic elimination coming out of Beast's briefcase.
Yes.
Therefore, my logic is, if there was a 50% chance, I should get 50% of the points on offer.
I feel like that's fair. Yeah.
Can I change my decision?
No.
I knew that was the answer.
I feel like we can. Z is
Throw him a
losing.
bone.
We can give him a small
Pity
amount of points. He's losing. Yeah.
Well, the thing
He's losing.
was that because Beast's briefcase was the hardest thing on this sheet to predict in theory, it carried the most points. So if it had been actually just been automatic elimination, I'd have been quids in. But I still do pretty well out of it because I get half the 15 points that were on offer.
Okay, I changed my mind now that I know it's 15.
So
Great.
I get 7.5 points.
Oh.
So look, I'll
I mean,
take
that's
it.
still winning. So yeah.
Then we come to Best Tribe. So if you've not watched one of these before, Best Tribe is always judged by the number of people who make it to the jury from...
Oh.
Are you questioning? Is that...
No.
Did I
No,
get
I
it
was
wrong?
counting. I was counting. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Fine. Fine.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So I'll be honest, I couldn't entirely remember whether I had said merge or jury. Either way, it doesn't change the outcome. The answer is Sealer. So Eloise and I get points for that. Vartu, definitely if you measure it by jurors, Vartu was actually comfortably the worst. On the jury, or in the final three, there were 6 Sealer, 5 Carlo, and 3 Vartu, I think, from memory.
In the merge there were 4 Carlo, 4 Vatu, 6 Sealer. On the jury there was only 2 Carlo. So Vatu had 4. So they weren't the worst.
Okay, I take it back then. I was trying to do this
What
from...
did I predict?
Actually, I wait.
What did I predict? I can't remember.
You said Vartu. You're definitely wrong. It's just...
I was
wrong.
also wrong.
Oh.
You're right.
I was right. Ow. Do you know what?
I'm stupid.
There are very few occasions I get to hear Eloise tell me that I was right, so we're just going to have a moment's silence to sit with the fact that Eloise just told me that I was right.
Can we pause during that moment of silence so I can go pee?
Yes,
I don't know if you've noticed me squirming a little bit.
I love that your response is to need to pee and Eloise's response is to...
I've been looking for the perfect gap to say, hey, I'm going to let my pants if we don't pause soon.
Go
pee.
No, I know. I'm trying to make sure it's safe to stand up quick.
Oh, not again.
I believe in you.
Okay, so Eloise has finished making animal noises, and Cass
Meh.
Cass has finished just about not wetting herself. So
No, I didn't. I have finished almost wetting myself, which is different.
well, almost wetting yourself and just about not wetting yourself are the same thing, aren't they? You were close. I'm just viewing it
Yeah, but
as
the way it sounds is like I came close to not wetting. Like the way you phrased it made it sound like I came close to not wetting myself and did, which it was the
no. That's not
opposite.
what I'm saying. I'm saying just about
You-
not, which means that you were close to.
Cass, just about not wetting my pants, which means I was close to not wetting my pants.
No, that's not what
That's
that.
that's exactly. Elise, who's right on this one?
I look. Do not argue with semantics on me. I will not take a semantic argument from an
Elise,
American.
am I right? Am I right though?
No.
Elise, am I right?
No. Here's the thing, though. We just had a thing where pointed out Eloise telling me I was right. She will tell you you're right just to annoy you. You know.
Okay,
Well,
no, Cass is finished just about not wetting her pants.
Okay. Just
Just
about,
about
or what was Z's one?
I said just
not
about
letting my-
not.
Just about.
And Cass said close to. Like just about not
Just
to
about-
and close to are just the same thing reversed.
just about not wetting my pants. That means I came close
Yeah.
to not wetting my pants, right?
No.
So
Oh, that's
one, why are we arguing about?
because this is how Z and I are. Okay? If we're gonna make jokes about me wetting my pants, let's make them right, okay? Like,
Two, and this is not me just doing it to piss you off, but I do agree with Cass.
I
yes!
It does the way you worded it does sound like she wetted it pants, but almost didn't.
Yeah, just about not wetting my pants. Like that's just
Yeah.
about is close to not wetting my pants. Like just about is synonymous with
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
this is why democracy doesn't work, because you're both wrong.
I say we Google this later and we can like if anybody has like ask Alexa
Yeah,
or
I tell you what, if you're watching this, jump in the comments and tell who you agree with. Because
Phone in.
Phone in to discuss Cass's near to incontinence.
Drop us an email. Mail our PO box.
I mean honestly
Send a
Fax
carrier
us.
pigeon.
I'm honestly surprised. This is tame because I mean I'm going to bring this up because this fits in here. Unfortunately, it just fits into the text that I got from Z while watching the first episode, which was, how does it feel knowing that you now relate to your favorite player more after Christian shit his pants? That's the message I got from Z during when the show aired.
Oh my god! I think Z also mentioned something like that.
Yeah.
When we watched.
It's
Thinking
like
now.
only Cass would state that her favourite of the players was the one that ended up having the first ever publicised incident of shitting oneself on
Yes.
Survivor.
And being able to relate to that is just it's a and Z knowing that I relate to that means that Z and I are too close. Like we need to back off because he should not be this aware that I relate to crapping my pants.
I mean,
Like to text me about it and be like, oh, you relate to him even more, huh? Which I mean, admittedly, that is hilarious. But like I still have to stand my ground on we are too close.
there. Anyway, after all of that, like the best tribe ended up being Sela. Completely unrelated to any of that, but you know, we hope you enjoy the episode. But yeah, points for Eloise and I. We get 5 points each. No points for Cass. Next we have one that doesn't change anything because we all said there wouldn't be any quits. I think we're all right. Doesn't really matter if we're right or wrong. Ultimately, like, doesn't change anything. What does change anything is Medivacs. We we went for different things here. Eloise said no. Cass and I said yes. I will say, to make Eloise feel slightly better, I think from memory, Cass, our logics were very similar, that there were a lot of older players, and so we were expecting... And I'd say we kind of got close to that with Colby. I think if Colby hadn't been voted out...
He has said that he would have been medevac. Like, that's the only reason they didn't medevac him, is because he was pretty sure that he was going to be voted out, and he'd rather go out that way. So,
yes.
yeah.
I don't think either of us were expecting that the medevac would be Kyle, one of the youngest players on the cast.
And strongest, yeah. Like...
But, like, yeah, Eloise and I, as big fans of various sports, know that ACLs are arguably the most difficult injury for most sports people to recover from.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you can't nurse through that on a beach.
No.
Can you?
No. So not that Carl will ever watch this, but you know, hope he makes a full recovery and that we see him again in a future season. Maybe like Philippines Take 2, where they get the previously evacuated people to come back as captains.
I love that.
But yeah. So for quits and medivacs, all of us get at least some points. All of us get 3 points for the quits. Cass and I get 3 points for the medevacs. Next, we come to confessionals. So for confessionals, you get a point for every 5 confessionals that the player you choose gives up. Now, I think we all picked sensibly. I think certainly, for as long as they were in, our choices made a lot of confessions.
Yeah.
Mike didn't last very long, so Cass and I don't get too many points. But Coach was only a handful of episodes more, and didn't get as high a rate of confessionals as Mike did. So, again, I'm doing this from memory. I did look it up. I think Mike got 17 confessionals. So, in terms of... I'm only giving full points out for this, so that's 3 points, I think, for Cass and I. Eloise, very close to going up a point, but Coach ended, I think, on 29. So, get 5 points, don't quite get the 6th. So, yeah. 3 points for Cass and I, 5 points for Eloise. Next, idle plays. So for this one, 10 points if you get the number exact, 5 points if you are closest. I said 2, Eloise said 2, Cass said 3. This is specifically successful idle plays, i.e. the playing it made somebody who could have been vulnerable safe. I'm open to being challenged on this, but I re-scoured the boards. I make the answer to be 1. I would accept an answer of 0 potentially. The one I'm going with is in the round where Emily went. Rick played an idol on himself.
Yeah.
It was a 2-2-2 vote. He would have still been vulnerable had he not played the idol. So I'm going with that being a successful idol play.
I agree.
Aside from that, I don't think there were any. Any disagreements from either of you?
Nope.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, that does mean nobody gets the big points for being exact. It does mean Eloise and I are closest with our 2. So Eloise and I get 5 points each. Then we come on to Comp Beast. This was you get 1 point for every time you that won a tribal challenge. This included in rounds where 2 tribes were safe. If you came second, you just winning tribal safety basically. And 2 points for any individual immunity won. I will be honest, I did do the maths, I did work it out. I can't remember exactly what the breakdown was, so I'm going to reveal the scores and see if I can remember when I look at them. Because Cass went for Christian, Eloise and I went for Jonathan. I think, okay, so Cass gets 2 points. I think Christian won 1 individual immunity. And I think he went to every single tribal, pretty much. So I think it's just 2 points. And then I want to say that Jonathan, I think, got 2 tribal immunities and 3 individual immunities. But it might be 4 tribal and 2 individual. It's one or the other. It means Eloise and I pick up 8 points each for that question. Finally, we come to the bonuses. My bonus, first of all, that I put 4 points on the line for, was that the final 3 will either be all pre-41 or post 40. So I don't get any points for it. I lose points for it. I lose my wager. It didn't come true. I think I was very close. If they'd made the decision to vote out Aubrey instead of Tiff,
Yeah, then you would have been right.
then I'd have been right. I did think that it would. It was less of a new school versus old school game than I thought it would be, but there definitely were elements of it, and it, you know, did partially come down to that near the end, I think.
Yeah.
Cass, you said that Christian's comp chat will be referenced post-merge. Him waxing lyrical to keep himself distracted during an immunity competition in his original season. I didn't spot that. I don't believe it happened. I was keeping an eye out for it. And then, Eloise, you said at most 2 survivors from before season 20 would make the jury. I can't remember exactly how many there were, but I know 4. So Sari, Steph, Coach Ozzy?
Yep.
Okay. So, again, no points there. In fact, all 3 of us are going to lose points. I lose 4. Cass and Eloise each lose 3. So our scores for the miscellaneous section are very different to our original scores. Cass did the worst on this page with 17 points. Eloise got 34 points. I got 38.5 points. So, and then if we add the place totals back in, so just a reminder, I had 33, Eloise had 36, Cass had 51. That means it's incredibly close in the end, and I'll just reveal them all at once because Cass, you still end up coming third. I'm sorry.
I know. I saw that. I'm like, I did so bad on miscellaneous, but I
Uh,
knew I was in trouble.
yeah, you end up on 67 points. Eloise, you end up on 70 points. I am helped massively by Mr. Beast's briefcase and win with a score of 71 and a half.
It was too nice.
There were,
I would have won, but I was too nice.
I don't think that was too nice though. That's the thing is I do because it was an idol. It was an idol.
not that it was automatic elimination. Like the 50% is what it came down to. I know what you mean.
I should have been harsher, and I should have. Oh.
Well, no, because if you'd have won like that, you would have. There would have been an asterisk if you'd have tried to be a dick about it. You know, I know you're
Yeah.
competitive, but you want to win fairly, not by.
Eh.
Uh,
Do I? Do I?
I mean, actually,
I
who
mean, some assumptions here. I want to win because I
Did-
haven't won in a while.
did you not win either of the wrestling episodes?
No.
Oh, okay. Did Chuck win one?
I haven't scored the double nothing, so I don't know. But I didn't win Mania. Chris won it.
Okay.
Chuck
Fine.
came last.
Okay, naturally. But yeah, in the end, it all came down to 4.5 points between first and third on this one. I said when you were complaining that you were going to come last that it was incredibly close, and it was incredibly close. And you didn't come last, Eloise.
I wish I came last.
That's
now.
true.
You're like,
Oh my goodness.
there's just no pleasing some people. But yeah, that's the end of Survivor 50. We'll be back with another episode of Survivor 51. Maybe we can convince Jeter to come back. Maybe, I don't know if it will work or not, but we can try. If not, it'll be
I do.
us three again.
I do have somebody who I will talk to you about later that
Okay.
that wants to come with and join us.
Okay, interesting.
But we don't need Jeter then.
You're just trying to get rid of Jeter. I will say we will definitely be doing an episode for Survivor 51 because Cass and I both know somebody on the cast.
You do, yeah.
Actually, I know two somebodies on the cast.
Oh wow.
Two?
Yeah, there's another Orger. Yeah, there's a second Orger that is playing.
Oh, flippin' neck. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. So yeah, we'll actually have people to discuss, and I will be very much deciding whether I want to predict the one I know for first boot or winner. Because I think one or the other is probably where they'll be. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. Cass, Eloise, thank you as always for joining and coming up with some stuff to make this nonsense happen. Cass, I will see you next for the Big Brother US episode. Eloise, I will see you next for the WSL episode in a few days' time. Anyway, yeah. To all of you out there watching or listening, we hope to see you all very, very soon. And until that point comes, remember to always be big mystics, not big mistakes.